Good morning. We are back to Vlogmadan. I don't even know what day it is. I will check. But we're eating the pre-workout meal. I'm sorry if I look messed up. I have 2 base cakes, 40 grams of oats with some protein powder. If you saw, we are ditching David bars for life. And 7 grams of almond butter. Sorry, I forgot I'm using the mic. I will see you at the gym for a shoulders, tries, calves, abs day. Inshallah. Bye-bye. Hello, friends. We're back. Assalamu alaikum. We're doing our city little stir the pots. I didn't really stretch. I probably should do that. But I feel a little bit pressed for time. When I stopped fasting for my period, Fajr was at 5:06 a.m. Now Fajr is at 4:56 a.m. So we lost 10 minutes. And I know 10 minutes doesn't seem like a big deal, but when your schedule is so regimented, I guess it's not that regimented, it's just bro, I'm waking up at midnight. It feels different to wake up at 11:50 p.m. than midnight. I still woke up at midnight because today is an upper day and it should go pretty quickly. But we also have 25 minutes of cardio to do instead of 20, just 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it all adds up. So that's why I feel like I can't really spend too much time stretching, especially because my stretching is usually lower body focus. And anywho, we don't have time for this. Let's start my workout. Okay. You fell. Little magnet. Alright. I like the magnet, but I don't know how strong it really is. Maybe it's just my clothes are too thick. Yeah, and I parked the car where it needs to be moved by 3 a.m. and it's 1:08, so I gotta finish this workout and do cardio by 3 so I can move the car on time. And then I would get home at 3:15. And have about an hour and a half to cook and eat and shower because I still have to shower before I pray. Make a whistle. Because yesterday my period was ending, but it was still a little bit spotty.
but I took a shower anyway, just because I wanted to take a shower. But I've still spotted, or like, you know what, the end of your period when like brown blood comes out, like very few spots of brown blood. That happened overnight. So I I need to shower. Basically, I'm explaining to you why I need to shower. Not that you guys are like, Maven, please shower. Yeah, 16, 12. It was so funny. Alicia, there are not many. I mean, I'm sure there are many, but there aren't many um, Muslim fitness content creators. I know I'm a small one, but I'm friends with, I think her name is Maima. I have to look again. And Alicia, and Alicia just started her period yesterday, or at least she posted like that she wasn't fasting yesterday, so I assume she started her period, and my period ended yesterday. So I posted like, oh, I'm tapping back in so that Alicia can tap out, and it genuinely feels that way. Like, okay, we're the two. Like, if you follow two Muslim fitness influencers, and it's us. Like, I didn't post Ramadan content for 5 days because I was on my period. And now I'm back, and Alicia can tap out. It literally feels like a wrestling match. And I tagged her. I posted all my story, and she responded laughing, which I thought was cute. There are actually hella people here for like no reason. Yeah, there are hella people here. Oh, I'm very hyped because we're doing this workout, and then tomorrow is my rest day, which is a very nice way to ease back into the Ramadan schedule and lifting. It means that tonight I can go to bed at a regular time and get my full 8 hours of sleep, or like I guess 7 or 6 hours of sleep before waking up 4, so 4. And then I can go back to sleep, so we'll sleep good tonight. I definitely need it. I'm feeling pretty sore and kind of achy. Like, I think the last time we spoke, I said it was weird, like my hip was feeling achy. I didn't feel that through like the 4 days or 5 days of my period, but I was feeling it last night. I just think I'm not sitting in chairs the right way, and I'm also not taking the time to foam roll because we're like on a time crunch. Um, and obviously my sleep has not been the best, and we're just not giving our body like the proper things that it needs to recover. So obviously my weak points, which is this like lower back hip area, are not gonna be at their best. It's hot in here, man. Every single time I come in here, especially the second floor, I'm like, it is steamy. Nice. Let's see. This is 2 sets of 15 reps. I just did 18, so I have the weight. My husband loves calves and loves training calves, and he put me on that whenever I'm doing a calf exercise, your knees should stay like bent to some degree. I know for a lot of us, we're like, when we're doing calf raises, we're thinking about like trying to keep the most tension in the calves and like not let up on that tension. So at least for me, like I would try to keep my legs pretty straight, not like locked knees, but definitely straighter knees. But my husband was like, hey, you need to bend your knees a little bit. I started doing that, and I definitely have been feeling it more. So I guess the lesson learned is to trust your husband, ladies. Mashallah. Hashtag pick me. JK. He's literally a personal trainer, and he'll be trying to give me advice all the time. I'm like, no thanks. But calves are his domain, so you know we try to be a good wife and listen from time to time. Alhamdulillah. See how they're like bent a bit? I don't know if you can actually see. These weren't good. My husband would be disappointed. To the shoulder press, I believe. So it's Ramadan, right? And the first few days of Ramadan, I was recording for y'all because, I'm just such a sweet, nice person. Then I got my period and I was coming like at my normal time, which is 4 a.m. instead of 1 a.m. And there are just a lot more people at the gym at 4 a.m. than 1 a.m. And the gym staff you're technically not allowed to record in this gym. Or you're not allowed to have a tripod. So, but the gym staff comes to the gym at 5 a.m. Like 5 a.m. is when their staffing hours start. So anyway, I wasn't recording while I was on my period because of staff, because of people. So because I wasn't recording, I was listening to audio. And the audio that I was listening to was Imam Omar Suleiman. I know for a lot of you, or for some of you, you're gonna be like, okay, yeah, basic, like that's the guy. But I don't listen to any like lectures or anything usually. Like I've only ever listened to Quran. I haven't listened to like study of Quran. So it's been really nice because I made a TikTok about how like during like Ramadan is kind of difficult for me because I struggle to like feel the point of it, especially as a raver. And people commented like, "Oh, you should listen to this podcast and this podcast." So I started listening to lectures, and man, they've been like getting in my head a lot. Like it's been like emotionally overwhelming this Ramadan, low key. I'm just feeling like a lot of pressure to be a better Muslim, and it's hard. Like something I do question a lot, or like push myself to think about a lot, is do I put bodybuilding over Islam? I mean, I'm here right now. I'm not going to the Tarawih prayers. I'm not going to Fajr. I'm not spending like as much time. I hope you can actually hear me. I'm not spending as much time in the masjid as I could based off of how much time I'm spending like at the gym. Like, bro, imagine all this time that I'm spending at the gym was spent in like worshiping Allah. It makes me feel bad. Hold on, I have to check what weight I'm doing this. So, yeah, this Ramadan is kind of mentally like getting me in my bag, low key. Alhamdulillah.
Nice. That was good.
That was 13. Yeah, could have been because of my period. Could have been because of my period. Could have been because I'm cutting. Could have been just because I'm not speaking on camera, and so I'm thinking inside, and the thoughts were overwhelming. Which, alhamdulillah, I feel like that's a lesson and a blessing from Allah. Like, that's one of the things that I get from Allah through not listening to music. Like, I've gone through ups and downs with music. I've never cut out music completely, but I've just come to realize that it's not something that is the best for me when I'm training. It does impact my mood. It does impact how long my sessions are. And Allah knows best, and music is not good for us. And so I try to limit my music listening. And I do appreciate it. It lets me think more for myself about how I feel. And it also, I've replaced music with podcasts, and it gives me time just to learn and, you know, have an inner monologue, and or even like it feels like a dialogue because it's a podcast, so somebody else is speaking with me, at least it feels like. So I do appreciate that about Islam. Alhamdulillah. These feel pretty good. I drink water. I gotta remember to drink water. Jeez. My check-ins are on Fridays. I set my check-in this week, and my coach knew I was on my period, so I wasn't fasting. She dropped my food a little bit, and she said, like, let's keep your food here until your period is over and you're back to fasting, and then I want you to drop your food to this and that. So it's kind of like funny, there's a responsibility put on you in Islam and in bodybuilding to like be honest with yourself and execute when you know is best. Like I told you, I still have like browns, or this morning I woke up, wiped myself after I went pee. There were still like brown spots on the tissue, you know, from my period. I could have decided last night or even this morning that no, like my period's not over. I'm gonna go to the gym at my normal time at 5. Wake up late and go to the gym at my normal time. But I know that my period is gonna be officially over before the end of today's fast, right? So I'd rather start my fast even though it's not officially done, and make sure that I'm not missing any time fasting that I could be fasting. With that being said, that means I'm adding a day of fasting that I could technically be excused for, and I'm expediting when my calories get cut because my coach said to drop my calories again once my period finishes. So I could have been like, nah, I'd push it to tomorrow, and you know what I'm saying. But there is a kind of like responsibility in self. Nobody is coming to check if your period's actually done, so that and then they're gonna be like, hey, like your period's over, you need to start fasting again. Like, no, it's on the woman herself to decide that. Not even decide, but just, you know what I'm saying, I guess. To be like, okay, my period ended after Asr, so I'm gonna make the prayer Maghrib. Like, yeah. Anyway, this one. Jeez. Nice. I don't know if I have much else to say. What even day of Ramadan is this? I don't know, but we are past the 10th day, which I appreciate. I was listening to lectures, and they were like, "Oh, we're a third of the way through on day 10," and I was like, "Wow, a third of the way through! Like that's much nicer than saying 1 week in out of like 4 weeks." It's better to be a third of the way through than a fourth of the way through, and I appreciate that in terms of just like not following the Western, I guess it's Western calendar. I don't know if that's the right way to differentiate, but Ramadan is 30 days. So it makes sense to just look at it by groups of 10. And I never really understood the idea. Like, this is my 4th Ramadan. I never really understood the idea of like the last 10 days. Like, I understand the idea, but it didn't feel like it aligned with a week or just like thinking it's just nice to know that like you have the first 10 days, the second 10 days, and then the last 10 days. Like that makes sense. That feels right. That feels good. And people say like everybody starts the first 10 days with like vigor and, you know, excitement, and then these middle 10 days is where people like let up, and then the last 10 days is when people are, you know, worried about Laylatul Qadr and come back into it. So it was just like emphasizing to really stick with your what is it called, istikara? I think that's what it's called, or even ibadah, like in these middle 10 days. This is also like the first week in a lot of weeks that I'm hitting all of my workouts, because there was the snowstorm, the first snowstorm, and the gyms were closed, and I missed 2 workouts. Then I was sick the next week, and I missed like 2 or 3 workouts. Then the next week, like there was the second snowstorm. Was it that? Yeah, I think the second snowstorm, and I missed a workout. So that's 3 weeks where I didn't like hit my full program. I think it was even 4 weeks, because I think the weeks I was sick, one of those days bled into the second. Yeah, it was snowstorm, sick, snowstorm. So that was 4. That's like a whole month of me missing at least one day of my workouts, which, like, you know, I would never do. I would never do, independent of like outside causes. So inshallah, we actually finished this week, or at least we're on the 3rd day of the split. I work out Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday's my rest day. I work out Thursday, Friday. Saturday's my rest day. So we finish the first 3 days. Inshallah, we get through the rest day, and then Thursday, Friday. You see. Okay, I'm gonna cut here and show you the next exercise, I guess. Sorry, my voice can't crack there. We're doing lateral raises, and we're doing an upward ladder of them. But I can't find the freaking 12.5 pound dumbbells. So I can't freaking find the 12.5 pound dumbbells. So I usually do 5, 7.5, 10, 12.5, 15. Now we have 2.5. I can't find the 5s either. 2.5s, 7.5, 10, 15, 17.5. And we'll see if we get to the 17.5s, but oh well. Okay. We did 12 and then 4. I also farted and it kind of smells. But alhamdulillah, there's nobody around, so. There are some like early 20s boys, teen boys, and they're just fucking around. It's so funny when I see men doing like partner workouts. Call the old fashioned, but that shit's gay. Gay is okay. I'm sure if they realized. It's just one of those things, they're always like on each other's dicks about like, oh, that's gay, blah, blah, blah. It's like, we're doing a partner workout. But astaghfirullah, shouldn't be judging. I know I don't look huge, but like you can still see that this sweater is not like dripping on me. Like it's clear. My shoulders are right there. It's not like there's just saying. God, those felt good. Those felt real good. I'm gonna take off my sweater. Okay. Are we getting skinny, guys? Do you see the skinniness? Or not yet? Kind of hard to tell. It's so funny, like, I don't feel skinny anymore. Like, I'm sure I'll get to a leanness when I finally do a prep that will make me feel skinny, but at this weight a few years ago, I felt so skinny, and I think it was just because, like, I didn't have any mass on me. I'm definitely leaner than I was at this weight a few years ago, but I don't feel as skinny because I have just more mass on me that's not like going away. It's there and it's there to stay. Yeah, I'm just not a dainty gal anymore. I'm a dirty gal. Just kidding. It is 2:01. Mashallah. Nice. Those definitely weren't the prettiest sets, but they felt good. I'll see you at the next exercise. I believe it's tricep exercise, but I don't know which one. I might actually go play. Guys, I keep being surprised by how few exercises I actually have on this day. So it's 2:12. I just have this superset right now of cable tricep extensions, and it's supposed to be ab rollouts, but I don't have access to the roller, so I'm just gonna do cable crunches, superset, 2 sets of that, and then I'm done, which is great for timing. But next week I'm definitely gonna give myself less time, unless my cardio gets bumped up, but we can definitely come a little bit later than I did today and last week. Jeez, that was kind of hard. Oh, bro, I can't wait till I have abs you can see through the shirt. That'd be so cool. That'd be super cool. I'm gonna do the last set off camera and come back for pump pics, I guess. Alrighty, we finished. Alhamdulillah. Even you guys, I was going from you for one set, and I was getting in my head, getting in my back. That's crazy. I don't even remember what about right now. What was I thinking about? Oh, I was just like, let me go look through my my comments on my Ramadan reel that's blowing up, because I realized like I'm still getting notified about likes, but I don't get notified about comments really. So I was like, let me go check out the comments. And of course there are people being like, my sister, this is a time for worshiping Allah and, you know, being Muslim. And that's what I've been in my head about this week, about am I putting bodybuilding first? Okay, I think that this arm looks pretty good. This arm is the ugly sibling, but oh well. Yeah, I'm done with it. So yeah, I think we did okay. It is 2:25, perfect timing. We have 25 minutes of Stairmaster, and then the car has to move. So that puts us at 3, which is perfect. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, I'm gonna take some vertical pump pics for the gram. Maybe I'll see you when we get home. Maybe I won't. But bye-bye. So we're home. We have 1 serving of minute rice. Last time you were with me, we were eating 2 servings. 160 grams of beef, 100 grams of peas, 6 milliliters of olive oil, and then after this I get to have 40 grams of popcorn. And I'm just gonna watch my show and eat this, and then go shower and pray Fajr, and go back to sleep. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and
have a good fast today, or enjoy your breaking fast meal. Bye bye.